Hi, Vicky Crystalline and the Vibe Tribe.
Hey guys.
Right, just feel the plugging in. Wow, can't you just feel it? So, if you guys have any questions, go to Instagram. The link will be below. So powerful, 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 powerful beyond powerful. Um,
Excitement.
right. I just am just like in awe of everything. In awe of it.
Yes.
And I want to bring forward this story that you just told, Lydia, because um, this is how it's done. When
Yeah.
you connect to everything you are,
Yeah.
this is how it's done. And Lydia just had told us a story as she went to a wedding. So Lydia,
Yeah. Yeah. I went to a wedding on Sunday, my niece's, and in the middle of the wedding, this tiny little dog came up and found me. And then I found the dog's owner, and they were telling me, oh, I got to get rid of her. My new husband is allergic to her. And she's this 12-year-old brave soul. And we got her home and she just kind of walks with a limp, but she keeps going and she just has taught us so much in 2 days.
wow.
And yeah, I was sitting on the couch and I had realized, that we have the young Chihuahua, we have the mature Chihuahua, and now we have the grandmother Chihuahua. And
Oh
we're
my,
just, yeah,
oh wow, wow.
yeah. I just feel like she's brought, another path into our journey that she was supposed to be here for us to move on.
Yes, yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. You could feel that energy of bringing those generations together. And I
Yes.
feel it to my bones. I feel it also, man. I feel it to the core of me. And this is another being, another part of them. You can feel that in your heart level.
Yeah.
And,
Absolutely.
and I love it because they already have 4 dogs and they just received it without any hesitation.
Yeah.
Took
Oh,
that
and she was right at home too.
wow, I just got chills all over me. Like she
Perfect.
finally came to her destination of where she's
Yeah.
going to spend the rest of her life. And
Well, it was great. I make them food, and so we tried to give her the dog food that she came with, and she was like, "Nope, no, thank you." She wouldn't even eat it. She was like, "I'm home. Mom's cooking for me."
there you go. I love it. 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 Oh my God. And you can just feel
That's
part of
that's what I told Lyd is no, she wants soul food.
that. Yeah.
I mean, she was
Good. Yeah.
right at Lyd's ankle, just yapping at her like, "Okay, I'm ready."
I just love this. I just love this. I just love this. And as we have been going through these times right now, and everybody's feeling the shift.
Yeah.
And the receiving, and I have been receiving so greatly every day, just
Yeah.
by surrendering and allowing my experience to unfold, and on every level,
Stay in tune.
and stay in tune, and
Yeah.
stay in tune. Absolutely, absolutely. And so yesterday, um, I wow. Oi nai tai so ki nai tai sai kai nai tai tai. Oi ki nai tai sai kai nai tai to ti sai nai to. We're locking everybody in. You could feel that locking into your heart.
Yes.
Just breathe into that. So everybody who is even being connected right now, as you go into this frequency. Ai no ti tai to. I want to bring forth a little bit before they come forward, before I come forward, of what I've been going through this transmission time, through this transcending time, through this expansion time. So last Friday, as you guys know, right after our last video that we had here, I was going to let go of my phone. So, which I have had for years. Actually, it came when I had the phone number, it came as a pager and they switched it into a number. And so I've had it for over 30 years. And so on last week when I tried to switch the phone, everything we did, they would not let me switch the phone. We were trying to switch it to AT&T and it would not let me switch. We kept calling the manager, and even when we were sitting there, I could feel the rage and the crying of the guy who was helping me. I could feel it coming up to where he wanted to cry. I literally wanted to cry, and I was just sending love, and I just loved the experience. But anyway, they kept saying there was a level expansion on it, and it had a lock on it. And I was just like, wow, what the hell is that telling me? You know what I mean? Because there's only one number on it. And he had called 3 different AT&T managers, and they all were like, we don't know what it is, but we can't go past here. And so they wouldn't let the line move. And so that was the universe telling me it's time to just completely let go of that line. Wow. Wow. Thank you for the validation of that. So yesterday, and it's so grateful that I held on to the line for a couple more days, because it helped my transition into my other phone very gently and very easily. So Monday came, and this overwhelming, I got to do it now. I got to let this phone go now.
Wow. You feel it? Yes.
So, in this phone, so I looked through all the names, and I had 1,144 contacts. I was blown away. And there was a lot of contacts that had already transcended over to the other wherever they're going. And I could hear each one of their voice as I went through their names, and I just said thank you, and I was just so honored. And I did a lot of crying. And so as I'm calling AT&T, I said, God, just let this be gentle, and don't let them suck me into keeping the phone number, because that's what it always happens. And so anyway, I called the AT&T guy, and instantly I said, it's just time for me to let this phone go. And he goes, what? I said, yep, the universe has showed me every way. And he was like, no. And he was so gentle. And he goes, can I get your name? And I said, Vicki Short. And he goes, oh, I'm Mr. Short. And I was like, and he goes, I'm not kidding. My name is Short, my last name. And he goes, and I was like, oh my God, I can feel it in your heart. And I was like, oh my God. And he goes, and he's so gentle, and he's so kind, and he didn't go into the AT&T spiel. He didn't go into any of that. And then he goes, why do you want to let it go? And I told him about how the universe had showed us that we had tried. And he goes, you're absolutely right. He goes, I'm looking at it, and it says level expansion. They're taking that word away. Wow, locked. And he goes, I don't even know what that means. I said, I know. We tried to get that so we could transfer another number over here I could keep both numbers and transfer the number, but it was just not meant to be. And he goes, okay, I'm not fighting the universe. He goes, you know what? I feel your emotions in this. He goes, I said, this number's been with me for over 30 years. And I said, it went from a pager into a cell phone, and I just had this number, and it has carried lineages from me. And he goes, wow, I just really feel your and he kept saying that, your emotions to this. And I said, yeah, I'm letting go of all this. And he goes, and he's just listening to my story, and he's just so gentle. And he goes, I'm kind of stalling right now. Not that he ever said anything. He was just listening to my story. He goes, but right now on the screen, it says, if I push this button, this call will end, and this number will not be yours anymore. And the next caller will pull up. He goes, when do you want me to end this number? And I said, now, it's time. And he goes, and I thanked him. I said, thank you for being the ending part of this lineages, Mr. Short. And I said, thank you for being so kind and gentle and not doing the spill. And he goes, I feel you're ending to this. And he goes, do you want me to push this okay button? He goes, we will be disconnected, and this will no longer be, and the lineages will be gone. And he said that word, and I was just like, wow. And then I was like, I'm done. Thank you. And I was crying, and and so I hung up, and then I looked at my phone, and it said no service. And I went in, and I just let all that I could feel it, like it just going through me, like all those lifetimes, so all those souls, all that lifetime of being back. That was the last thing through the last chapter of my life.
It was time, yes.
It was the last thing of my last chapter. But in that growth, and it was so gentle, he was completely an angel. He was completely, it was not an AT&T or any type of service person like I've ever talked to before. It was
Right.
completely an angel. He never tried to, it was just as I said. It was
Yeah.
gentle. He was mostly just listening, and he kept saying about he could feel he could feel his own emotions.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
I am so honored for being so tuned in, because that right there was validation of how tuned I am.
And
Because,
it was beautiful just to hear your story. I was getting feels the whole time.
oh my
Yes.
God, it was so powerful. And then,
Yeah.
it was so amazing. So instantly I went out and I was hugging the trees, and I was like thanking them for this lineages, because they're the roots. They carry the roots, and just to let that all the roots be cut, and for my new life to come back into me, and you can just feel
Yeah.
this energy now.
Yes.
And so instantly, it was beautiful yesterday. So I painted, which I've now turned this fort into a chicken thing, that I painted it all different colors, and I love it. It looks like a rainbow, and that's what I'm bringing in my life, all the colors. Look at Melissa's painting in the back, and that's what I'm bringing forward, all the colors that I truly am.
Yes. Yes.
By allowing and trusting this process completely. The one thing is, and I do want to talk about this. Okay, so I let go of the lineages, and I did have pieces that doubt. Oh my God, what if somebody needed to get a hold of me? Why didn't I get call waiting, transferred over, or anything? And no, it was meant to
It was
complete.
your last leap of faith, like
It was
trust.
completely, and that's what
Yeah.
I seen it as. My last, I cut all ties to that.
Yeah.
And so then I was surprised, because I still have the phone. So I got in this morning. What can you do on the phone that has no service? Actually, you can do a lot still.
You can.
As long as you have the internet. So yeah.
Yeah.
So it was just great, and what amazing, because today is the spring equinox at birth, and I went through a huge death, and I have literally, even with my guides and my power and all of that, I have just really allowed myself to just be the highest version of me, however that is to look.
Yes.
Right.
Look in my channels, because I've been asking this for a while. If you look in my channels, you can see how it's showing up differently. Even like how Lydia and Russ and Jackie are transforming, how it's being more gentle. How when you're staying in tune,
Yes.
it's not that you're going to go through these bumps. It's just that they're going to show up way more gentle.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I am just so honored and so blessed to myself. Let's give honor and blessings to ourselves.
Yes.
Yes.
That's where it starts here. I love me. I honor me. I love me. I honor me. I love me.
I love me and I thank me.
Yes.
And Vicky had talked to me yesterday, and let me tell you, talking to Vicky, this overwhelming joy for her, because I told her, well, this is the new you. And I just felt, I just started getting more exciting for Vicky, because I felt joy.
Jackie, I gotta jump in real fast. I called Jackie as soon as I got off the phone. I had to talk to somebody. It was deep core crying, and Jackie has been there through the whole lineages of all that from the beginning, and it was so perfect.
Oh my gosh, the joy that I felt, so happy for her. It was like, and then I said, yes, he truly was an angel there. And I said, it was just like, wow. So wow, I'm honored. I'm honored to have you call me and talk to me, and just like.
Thank you, Jackie. Thank you, Jackie. And with you, Jackie, I felt like I went full circle, because you have seen the transition from when I was a hairdresser. Wow. When I was a hairdresser into being the being I am today. And you have watched that come full circle.
And I'm honored for that.
Absolutely. Okay, before I forward before I come forward. Wow, I love that.
Yeah.
Before I come forward, do you guys want to bring forth any cards? Is there any cards you guys feel?
Wow.
Yeah. You're so excited.
I feel Jackie and Lydia both go.
Oh, wow. I'm choosing the Messenger Oracle because this is I'm going to have a healing today. But this is the first deck that I chose with Vicki on February 15th, 2016. And I love nature, and I immediately went to Messenger Oracle. So it is truly an honor to me.
That is a powerful deck.
Yes.
That is very powerful.
To see what Mother Gaia in Great Spirit has for us today. And just to speak to us. Wow. It's a time for us to reflect.
Absolutely. That's exactly where we're at, because the spring equinox is actually we're in the retrograde. And so we're reflecting on everything that we're going through right now.
Yes.
Everything that we have went in the last quarter, we're reflecting on how is it going to show up and how we're going to react to it this time.
And you know about reflecting, I love doing that because it really shows me the growth.
Oh, that's exactly actual. It does show you growth.
Wow.
So how powerful is that?
Wow.
Thank you. Thank you, Mother.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you all for being here, all the guides, everybody who's shown me. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Lydia, do you want to do your cards?
I do. I'm pulling today from Wisdom of the Avalon, and I got the Merlin.
Wow. Wow.
Yes. Maybe a little.
Wow, I love it. I love it.
The
And
Merlin.
so alchemy and justice and balance.
Wow.
And I wanted to read just a little couple sentences. His
Okay.
message is always be in the world, but not of it, and wear it only as a loose cloak about your shoulders. You will never have to look outside yourself for answers when the Merlin appears. Remember, all signs, omens sent by the Merlin are but reflections of that which is already within you.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Powerful.
And
I've been getting him a lot.
No, that's so amazing because he has been coming to me big time over the last, I mean, just like, and I just bring forth his wisdom.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, and I
He
just
says all you have to do is call on me. I'm always here.
Yes.
You just have to be aware of if you want the Merlin frequency, vibration,
absolutely.
ask for it.
Wow. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay, Russ, if you have cards, can we do it at the end?
Yeah.
Is that all right? Because I feel that there's
Mhm.
that those cards are going to be for the ending.
Wow.
Yes.
Good.
So, wow, they're just here. I'm just here.
I love it. I love
Yes. Good morning.
We came
Thank you for your
forward.
presence.
I know.
You. We thank you. For it is you drawing us to you. It is you asking for us to be here at this particular moment, at this
Yes.
particular frequency.
Yes.
It is always you showing up, and we come forward.
I love it.
And even as this beloved channel has been going through this great, great, great expansion of self, of releasing all that she is, of releasing all that she thinks she is, of releasing all emotions that she is, and all that is known and unknown.
Mm-hmm.
She has asked for this and she has reached that frequency.
Yes.
We are going to talk about the collective, what we call 13 that is here. It is all aspects of her, and it ripples out. All these aspects of her come from what we would call universes beyond this universe that was created. We are coming in, for you have asked for us. We are coming in, for she has asked for us. It is not that she is any separation between the collective here that is present, the collective that is around you, that you are present with. When you become the blended being that you are meant to be, you will realize that these are all aspects of you. When you call upon the archangels, Mother Mary, Jesus, you're calling upon a frequency of you.
Yes.
They are not separate from you. They never have been. Each individual has this. As we walk through this transmission right now, at this very moment, at this very now time, there is individuals on other timelines, on other frequencies, on other paradigms, realms, dimensions, whatever you choose to call them, that are connecting into this very moment right now. They are all aspects of you. Even of the species of the trees, of the wind, of the earth, of the sun, of the stars, of the beings from the stars.
Yes.
Are all connecting right now.
Yes.
We are going to talk a little bit about what you would call the higher self. This beloved channel has went in deep with this.
Yes.
What is this higher self? Am I channeling my higher self? Am I channeling beyond? This is what we would say when you say, am I calling upon just my higher self? Like there is an ending point to your higher self. Like it is a destination being your higher self. Like you can't go beyond that. So let go of this word higher self and just be. For you are connected to everything. There is no disconnection to anything. Even in what you would call the hardness, the darkness, you are connected there also. You are bringing forth the light to be the light in the darkness.
Yes.
Everything is being drawn to you for you are asking upon it.
Yes. Yes.
These labels that you put upon yourself, we are right now, there is a trigger, and we are working and helping to release this trigger. And this is a perfect stopping point where we were going. When you are feeling in and you are being triggered, and you will know a trigger because the emotion will come to it. And it feels harsh or it feels bad or angry.
Yes.
Go past what that trigger is. Go past the mind of what you think that trigger is. Feel it in the body. Where is it showing up? We're feeling many triggers. Not so much from this beloved channel, but the beings that are connecting in. You are from all dimensions. You all are. You are all coming forward as warrior beings. It is your resistance to allowing yourself to be. And some would say, ooh, I'm this warrior being. I'm more powerful than anybody else. No, that is not correct. The next person next to you is just as powerful as you. They are just at a different frequency.
Yes.
Yes.
The dimensions, as you call them, you're going to jump right into that. The dimensions that you call them are where are you holding those dimensions within your physical frame.
Yes.
It is a dimension not outside of you. It is a frequency that you can match. It is a frequency that you will pull through you and you become that.
Yes.
Okay.
You are all beings. You are these archangels. You are Mother Mary. You are Jesus. You are all that. Did you not realize what this beloved channel said? I am coming forward in her wholeness. She is this collective. You are all warriors that are here now. There are more beings that are hitting. We love this. Hitting this earth plane for this expansion.
Yeah.
Are ready as you are becoming. How do you know you are ready? By just being.
Yes.
By being
Living
plugged in.
life. Yes.
By breathing.
Yes.
By taking a breath. You can feel the balance in that.
Yes. Yes.
Some would say this is too easy. How is that working for you?
It's supposed to be hard, right?
Yeah, how is that working for you?
Yeah.
It is only hard until you realize that it is not.
Right.
Yes, right.
Once you start breathing into the fullness and into the moment,
Into the moment, yeah.
there is no hardness around it.
No.
Staying in your presence, pulling in the frequencies of where you want to go. I want to be the fifth dimension. I pull that into my frequency. You will be that. And you will pull it in and you pull it in and pull it in until you are that.
Yeah.
And no judgment if you walk in and out. Yes. Because in the contrast, this is the word. In the contrast is your greatest experience. The reflection. Whoa, man, look how far I've come.
Yeah.
How far I've come. Even in this beloved channel. As she asked upon the angel that she asked to come forward for this beloved call. Yes, it was an angel. You could feel it through your core.
Yeah.
There are many angels that you have placed before you. You will know them, for they spark something inside of you. Even as you talk to this beloved channel, there are many beings that walk away and say, or around her and say, oh, I feel better.
Yeah.
I walk into your presence and I feel better. For she carries that within her.
Yes.
Not that you all don't have that. You all do have that.
Yes, we do.
It is all within all of you. It is accepting that you are as powerful as the lightest being that there is.
Yes.
You are that powerful, even as you call your God. This
Our
beloved,
light within us.
Yeah, the light within us, yeah.
which is connected to all. You are multifaceted to all.
Yeah.
Yes.
You only restrict the limitations when you turn off a faucet. I am not that. I am not that. I am not that. Yes, be that. Even in your fear, bring it more.
Yes.
As you, and if it's hard, ask for gentleness. When you are doing the onion peeling, layering, which is lineages, the deeper you go into the onion, the rawer it becomes. The more smellier it becomes.
Yes.
Even
But in
that.
that,
Go ahead, Dylan.
once you get all that, there's beauty in all of that rawness and stinkiness, and when you realize the beauty is when everything really becomes.
Yeah.
We could have not used better words, Dylan.
Thank you.
You said it perfectly. On the other side, you will always see the beauty. It's allowing yourself to go to the other side. Many beings, as soon as the rawness comes up, they push it away.
Yeah.
I do not want to see this. I do not want to see this part of me. See that part of you.
Yeah.
See even the demon part of you, because it is in there.
It only feels like it's scary for a moment, and
For a
then that's
moment.
a past, you know?
for a moment. And then
Yeah.
you will see that being as you've seen it when you were going through it as the hardness. And when you see the reflection of it and you see it again, you were like, wow,
Yes.
wow. Even
Thank
we are going to bring forth a story. A story
Okay.
that happened to this beloved channel. And Russ and Lydia happened to be there at the ending point. They went to go see this movie, very uplifting movie.
Yes.
We are trying to capture the title.
A Wrinkle in Time.
Perfect. Perfect. This beloved channel and many in that audience were taking off. Many were taking
Yes.
off. It shows you a different perspective than what is actual in some ways, but is spot on in some ways also.
You can feel the ones that are spot on.
You can.
Yes.
You can. You can. For that is you.
Yes.
In this, right before the movie, which this beloved channel was filling into the frequencies all morning because there's powerful frequencies happening around your world right now.
Yes.
As she was walking, she was going to this, what we would call a store Target. She was in there and she was like, just breathe the light. I'm about to go see a light. And then instantly, this individual was screaming at his wife. Profound language, screaming, walking to this beloved channel many times. She was smiling, he was not. She did not feel any triggers to that. She just sent love because she needed to be in that area for what she was deciding to buy. So she was sending love, and then security came. And they looked at her and asked, "Are you all right?" She was like, "Absolutely fine." So she was sending love to this individual. No triggers, just love. And then she let it be and walked away. And then she had this overwhelming feeling that she needed to go to this other store. So she allowed it and went. On her way back to the theater, there was a huge crash between two vehicles. She pulls right into the parking lot, realizing it's the man that was screaming at his wife. And these cars hit bad. Could have been worse. This beloved channel changed the frequency in some way by changing the frequency in her beloved way of how she used to see it also.
Yes.
She changed the frequency of how it was going to happen in her life and how it was going to happen in what she was about to see. So she softened the frequency as she's seen just the accident, not the actual accident, but right past it. So she's sending love. And now this individual, or as the cops are arising, he is not screaming so much anymore.
Right.
The other lady is screaming at him.
Wow.
Wow.
And then his wife is showing up and screaming at him.
Wow.
And she, the beloved channel, is sending love, the whole frequency.
Yes.
She knew that in her soul that she had softened it some way. She was
Yes.
thinking only for them, not realizing that she had softened the experience for what she would have seen,
Oh, yes.
Yes.
what she would have taken in.
Yeah.
And by redirecting her to a store, it could have been her.
Yes.
These, what we are bringing forward, we are showing you this, but that's when you are paying attention to your life. Even though some maybe would have been triggered by that individual, it would have been all right. They would have experienced it as they would have experienced it.
Yeah.
And that would have been all right, for that's the frequency that they are holding. They're holding that frequency to do it until they can't.
Right.
Until they are ready to move past that. We hope you understand the story, for it brings forth a lot.
I
And it
do.
was even beneficial for Russell in the theater thought, Vicky had something to do with this. He had felt that. He did not know, but it was a feeling within him.
I connected to it.
Perfect. Perfect. Not that he was. Were you being triggered by it? Russell.
Were you triggered by it?
I felt that there was a connection with Vicky from the accident as we were walking through the parking lot into the theater.
Okay. So we are
The
getting
energy was there.
Yes. We are getting it. We wanted to see if there was a trigger from the accident of itself, or did you just feel the beloved channel's energy upon it?
Upon it.
And that's what you were feeling into. That's where you have allowed yourself to feel upon it. You see something, but when you see it as fullness, you knew that there was love being taken care of. We have brought forward a lot. We have went full circle here.
Mhm.
We are asking now if there are any questions.
Just to say, going back to the light and dark, there's just such beauty in darkness too, and people don't see that, you know, and just beauty everywhere. I just wanted to say that, you know, but just when people feel darkness, you know, they just don't see the beauty in that.
We're going to bring forward just a little bit different words.
Okay.
There is great growth in the darkness.
That's
In
true.
the darkness is where the greatest growth is brought forward. Just as these two individuals have brought forward. Once you dip into the darkness, smell the flowers. For they will be there.
Yes.
That is the birth as the energy that we are bringing forward today. You have went through the oldness of who you are to a rebirth of actual. Everything is lined up for it. Everything is here for you to rebirth into the new frequency of you.
Sure. Yes.
So you did say it perfectly, Miss Jackie. We're not saying it. But be in as you would bring forward. Dive in deep.
Yes.
Ask for softness. Ask for gentleness.
Yes.
Ask for assistance.
Yes.
Because it works.
It works.
Yes.
Ask for prayers. Prayers work.
Yes, it does.
We are always with you. We are not separate from you. Draw us to you.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Wow. Wow. And I am just like right back. Wow. Wow.
Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you.
Wow. I feel like I'm floating.
Yes. There's such power in saying we are all one. We are all connected. Everything is connected.
Everything. Yeah.
Everything, 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 everything. And it keeps going on, everything.
Yes.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I love it today because of bringing forth the darkness, and Russell's really bringing forth that shadow side. And we have each played that part. And it's not good, bad, because, you know, at the shadow side, just as they said, that's where
It's just as beautiful. Just as beautiful.
it's not more beautiful.
It is
Yeah.
beautiful and it brings growth.
Absolutely.
If we
Absolutely.
didn't have the dark, we wouldn't have the light.
Right? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Why be here? Why be
Yeah.
here? Why
It's
be
the
here?
flow. It
Right?
continues to go.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Right? right?
Yeah.
And you know what? And as we walk through that dark, we transmute it. We transmute it into the light. So each piece that we go, and then when you see that, that just feels like, wow,
Yes.
you can feel it. You can feel. I can't even put words on it because it's just like switch.
It's like big pianos you can dance on. When you step on the key, they light up.
Wow.
As
Yeah.
you go along your path and they light up. Every one that you step on.
Wow.
I'm freaking blown away right now, Russell, because you know what? That's when I went on my phone to see what my new phone did. So I said I was wondering if my old phone. I was wondering if Facebook worked, and that was the first thing that jumped up on Facebook. These people jumping on a 4 people jumping on a piano, lighting.
That was big Tom Hanks.
Yeah, no, absolutely. But it's so amazing because if you look at your connections, they are that connected. You
Yeah.
say
Yeah.
something and somebody else says it. So
Yeah.
I just love synchronicities of life.
Yeah.
I know I have to bring back to you decorating your chicken coop.
Wow.
Okay, we were taking apart our fort that was decorated to make our chicken coop.
Wow.
After,
Wow.
after we got back from the wedding, we rebuilt the chicken coop back where the ducks are.
Oh my
Even bigger.
Wow.
Oh
Wow.
my God. See, so you were doing it and I was doing it and we were doing it at the same time. Wow.
We
Isn't
tarped
that
it off for the
amazing?
rain and everything.
Yes, absolutely. Oh my God.
I think
Oh,
it's getting more powerful too because of how close it's getting to how close we are all getting here in a few
Mhm.
days.
No, I feel it too. That everything
Yeah.
is leading up to this
yes.
huge
Yes, it
power.
is.
I feel it. And every day we get more and more and more powerful. And it's so
Yes.
amazing because this weekend, we should all be together on my land. And it's so amazing because it's like stop, start, stop, start. And the reason I'm saying that is because it's supposed to rain heavy and then it's not supposed to rain. So I've been asking for, in my body, how is it going to be? And they say it's going to be beautiful and perfect.
Yeah. Yeah. Even if it does rain, it would still be beautiful.
Beautiful and
Perfect.
perfect. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter. The thing is that it's how are you walking into the
Right.
experience?
Yes.
You
How
know?
are you going to react?
Absolutely.
Yeah, there you go.
React. Thank you, Mr. Russell. How are you going to react? And I'm freaking excited. My son's
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
excited, and Russell excited. Jackie's coming down. She's excited. I'm excited. Oh my God, I'm so excited. I cannot wait. And
Oh, you're about to get more excited when you see the card I drew.
oh my God.
Oh, wow.
Bring it up, Russell. Bring it up. Perfect.
There you go, validation.
The Sacred Rebels Oracle deck that I got.
Oh, I love
Wow.
I love that.
Wow.
Focus on the light.
Wow. Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's
How
exactly
dark
where
it
we're
can
at.
be.
Yeah. And there's a lot of shadow in that card.
Absolutely.
I see
Like
that.
if you
Yes.
see it up close.
Yes. Absolutely. No, beautiful.
Yes.
But it's a couple pages long. I don't know if you just want me to read a little bit.
The healing affirmation.
Yeah.
We'll just do the healing process at the end.
Wow.
Okay. Imagine that a huge sunflower is following the sun from sunrise to sunset. Imagine a golden arc of light being created by the gently moving head of the sunflower. That arc of light flips upside down to become a vessel filled with golden energy that drops down like a rainfall of energy
Oh my
from the
God.
golden orb of the sun.
Wow.
Imagine you can bathe in the vessel of golden energy. It feels good. Stay with that good feeling and let it settle in your heart. In your
Wow.
own time, just open your eyes. You have completed your healing process.
Wow. And you know what? Let's feel into this golden light. Aina kai to sikinai dai saikinai to po. Ekine te. Ai kai nai dai dai. Okine te sikine te sikaini. Ai kai ne dai kai nai. Ai sai ni dai. May you all be blessed. May you all be blessed.
You all be blessed.
as you walk through this day, as you walk through your life. Be blessed. And I want to thank you, Rachel, for the light that you bring, and everyone else too. Andrea, everyone, Alex, Edward, everyone, Mustache, everyone who is here. But you are all plugging in. You are all transforming. And the comments, I just absolutely love them. And Rachel Marie, I want to talk Fallen Star is what she calls herself. She is very honoring, Jackie, to you. Or she wrote something, I can't remember anything, but it was just of all love. So
she is all of love.
Yes.
She is all of love. She is.
Thank you.
And
we love you.
And everyone else too that is on this path, changing their own life.
Yes, we're proud of you. Be proud of yourself.
Very, very proud of you. Very proud of you. Very proud of you. Honor your life.
Yes,
honor. As you walk through this day, as you walk through this month, and I'm doing this class again. It's so amazing because several people got a hold of me after the class, and they were like, "Oh my God, because of after they seen our frequency, they were like, I want to do this class." It's very powerful. And it's honoring of yourself. It's you going deep within yourself. And I'm going to do it once a month. It'll be $22. And wow, yeah, and I'm just dropping. And so the next one that we will be doing will be on April 7th. It'll be 9 o'clock. Now, a lot of people are having a lot of time problems with that. So I might switch it to Thursday night at like 6. Keeps coming into my mind, and that's because people are getting off work here, and then people from the East Coast can drop in. So we'll just allow how that is ever to show up. So, but right now it's going to be April 7th at 9 o'clock Pacific time. So if you're choosing to do that class, they're very powerful.
Yes, they are.
Man, powerful. So I send love to you all. If you want to read or healing, may you all be blessed. Email me. It's worth it. Jackie's getting the healing right after this. It's very powerful.
Yes.
So, life-changing. Never came into this experience to do it yourself. All of us here are learners. We're helping each other.
Indeed.
Choose you. Choose you. Choose you. Choose you.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you.